Hey everybody. Okay, let me just make sure that that light is not blinding you. So I promised I would start making these videos on this amazing lead generation platform that we have. The leads that we're able to have directly deposited into our Prospect by Legal Shield accounts. So therefore, all we need to do as associates in the field is make calls to people that are open to reviewing an opportunity and follow a process that we're going to train you on. And that's what this video is going to be about. This is not a how-to training. So I just want to make that clear. Like what we're not going to do on this training call is it's not going to be learning how to deliver the script. It's not going to be anything like that. It's not going to be overcoming objections. You have a coach that's been assigned to you. Whoever introduced you to this platform and whoever sent you this video is the one that's either coaching you or at least has access to the person that will be coaching you in this program. So this is not a how-to training, but it's more of a conceptual training, a process that we're going to go over. Um, I don't think this is moving. Sorry, guys. Listen, I'm just tell you that this is not supposed to be like Academy Award-winning footage here. It's not about the quality of the background. It's really about the quality of the content. All right, so please don't judge me on on it, but judge me on the content because that's what this is really about. So listen, my role, my job, everybody's job here is to make sure that we never run out of people to speak to. And you know what? By golly, we have an amazing way for all of us to never run out of people to speak to. And that's by participating in our lead generating platform. And your coach is probably breaking off, quite a few of them to you every single month to get you started. Because what we believe is that if we can teach you a way to be consistent and persistent day in and day out and never run out of people to talk to, then what's going to happen is over time a habit is going to form, and you're going to be a prospecting machine. And it's going to give you confidence to go out into the marketplace and be able to talk to strangers that you meet through 3-foot rule. Just to know that you've got hundreds of people to call and follow up with, changes your posture a little bit. So it's quite an amazing feeling. So what I want to do is I just want to kind of go over a summary of what's happening in this program in this first training video, and I'm going to break them into 2 or 3 of them. So conceptually, I want you to think of yourself as a fisherman about to go out into the water, and you're going to cast your line to catch some fish. Like that's what the goal is. That's what the goal of a fisherman is. They get their boat, they get all their equipment, their bait, their fishing poles, and you know fishing equipment, and they go out and they go on an excursion to catch some fish. But a fisherman also realizes that they're not going to they're not going to catch fish every single time they go out. And when they do go out, if they do catch a fish, it may not be worth even putting in the boat. They may just cast it back out into the water. So the point is that a fisherman understands the rules of fishing. They're going to go out and they're going to cast their line day in and day out, consistently and persistently. And they might make some tweaks here and there. They might change the location of where they fish. They might change the bait. But at the end of the day, they know that if I go into the water and I cast my line enough, I'm going to catch something. And that's ultimately what we have going on here. See, the fact is that you have, hundreds of leads being directly uploaded into your Prospect by Legal Shield account. All you need to do is click on them, make a phone call as per the script that your coach is going to send to you and role play with you, and then ultimately see if they're open, and then just push the assign opportunity campaign button and you're done. All we need to do from that point is just follow up with them, which will be, in the second training call that I'll send to you. But, ultimately that's what we're doing here. We're just going out, we're day in and day out, consistently and persistently, Don't get too hung up on the conversations that you have. In fact, if your conversation is more than 4 or 5 minutes, you're just talking way too much, quite honestly. Nobody wants to be on the phone for, more than 5 minutes with us. And that's the whole point of our process. When you make the initial call, as per the script that you're going to use, and the scripts, by the way, have been tested and measured and have been tracked over the last several months. So, there's going to be a couple of different scripts that you could choose from. I'm going to just encourage you, don't reinvent the wheel. Practice it until it becomes your own. But the scripts work. We've already tested it. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. This is a plug and play paint by numbers system that your organization, behind the scenes for years have been perfecting. And now you are seeing the fruition of what's been done for many years in the past, before you may have even heard of this company. So we're just simply going to make a phone call to the prospects that we have in our Prospect by Legal Shield account. You're going to talk to your coach. You're going to be trained on what to say to them. But ultimately, you're going to pick up the phone. You're going to call them, and they're either going to, be interested or they're not. If they're interested, assign them the opportunity campaign, and then just kind of sit back and wait and watch to see when they start clicking links. And when they start clicking links, have some sort of follow-up strategy for yourself. And again, we'll talk more about follow-up and, a strategy that I use myself personally. We'll talk about that in the second or third training call that I'll send out to you. But ultimately, I just wanted to lay out the foundation for you right now. Okay? You have an opportunity to never run out of people to speak to. Consistency and persistency over time moves the lead measure, which is having people interested and opting into our automatic email marketing video campaigns. And, a certain percentage of them will see this thing through from soup to nuts, and you'll start recruiting people at the back end. What we are doing is we are building one of the largest databases that this company will ever see. And we are all commissioned to our share to keep adding to the pipeline of prospects and to just keep sharing information. And since 90% of this is automatic, all we need to do is, just learn how to reel in what we're catching on the line. And if it's good, we put them through the process. If not, kind of toss them back into the water and, let them come back to us as they start clicking links. About 50% of the people that you speak to that say that they're interested in learning about your opportunity, our opportunity, about 50% of them will actually click the initial link in the email that automatically gets sent to them, which will ultimately opt them into our, series of campaigns that will last about 3 years. That's why we use the opportunity campaign. So that's just the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. 50% of the people that say they're going to look will. And, out of the people that are clicking links that are active in your system, we have found that with no special skill, just an easy to implement follow-up process, there's about a 25-to-1 conversion ratio, which means for every 25 people that opt in, you'll have a recruit that pops out the other end. And then we just plug them into, getting them started in all the trainings from, our Getting Started trainings that you've either seen or you soon will see. So everything we have here is a system, an easy paint by numbers system for you to follow. You don't have to reinvent anything. It's all been done for you. It's been tested. It's been proven. It's a process that, I have followed for years. And, quite frankly, it's a process that Rocco has followed for years. And it works. So this is a gift of people never to run out of people to speak to. If you stay consistent and persistent in your approach, a ratio will appear for you and you will end up recruiting people out the other end. It's a guarantee. Okay? So All we're looking for is for you to just follow the process. If we give you 100 leads a month or 200 leads a month or whatever it is that we've determined we're going to do, please call them. Work with your coaches, show up to the training calls that you're scheduled to be on, be available for your coaches for your one-on-one training sessions. They're going to send you the script. They're going to send you the initial email that you send to the people when you leave an initial message. Okay, they're going to walk you through the process, but ultimately, the very first of the process is to simply make a contact. If they're open to the opportunity, just simply opt them into the opportunity campaign. They're already in your Prospect by Legal Shield account. If you make a phone call and they don't answer, you leave them a message as per the leave a voicemail script, and then forward them the email that is going to be sent by you, not by the Prospect by Legal Shield, because we only assign campaigns to people that we actually speak to and that give us permission. That's why this system works so well, because those people are expecting it. But if you leave a message for somebody, that's still a great opportunity to reconnect. You'll send them an email that's already written out for you. All you have to do is manually send it out right from your email. It'll even have a link to one of your capture pages within your Prospect by Legal Shield account, which will say, hey, click here for some more information. I can send you some info that way. You'd be surprised how many leads that don't answer the phone that you leave a voicemail for and then send them an initial email, that those people actually listen to the message as well as look at the email, and then they opt themselves in because they click the link that says, hey, click here for more information, and it brings them right to your capture page, and they have to fill out their information before we send them anything. So that's another way that you're going to be able to, basically get people to opt in that you don't even speak to. And then there's going to be a lot of people that don't listen to any messages, and they don't listen to any messages, they don't look at any emails, but they just simply return missed calls. So, I have field days with that because, I just love talking to people. So when my phone rings and then I pick up that line and they say, hey, I just got a missed call from this number, I say, oh, well, then did you listen to the message I left for you as well as sent you the email? Or did you read the email I sent you as well? And 9 times out of 10, it's always, no, I'm just returning a missed call. Great. Now, boom, go into it. Well, my name is CJ Arditi, and the reason why I'm calling you is blah, 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 as per the script. So you can have fun with this. This is great. I mean, there's nothing better than when leads call you, right? There's nothing better than when people are opting into our campaigns and they're actually not only looking at videos, but they're filling out the contact form saying, hey, I want more information. Call me. It's a different feeling. It's a game changer when leads are chasing you instead of vice versa. So all we're doing is just simply priming the pump. But I promise you, when you've got several thousand active leads in your Prospect by Legal Shield account, there's not a day that goes by that people aren't clicking links. There's not a day that goes by that people aren't filling out contact forms. There isn't a day that goes by that people aren't calling you. We're shifting the dynamic here. We're putting the numbers in our favor, so that now the ball is completely in our court. So again, just be with your coach. Watch these training videos. This video is really just more of a concept of mindset. You're not going to catch fish every time you go out fishing. Don't expect every call session you have to be gangbusters. There's going to be some days where you don't talk to anybody. There's going to be some days where seemingly everybody answers the phone and everybody's interested. There's going to be days where everybody answers the phone, they all say they're interested, and nobody looks at anything. There's going to be days that everybody opts in. I mean, it's fun. Every day is a little bit different. But what can stay the same is our excitement and our belief and our level of enthusiasm to get it done. Because every time I pick up the phone, I heard a great trainer once say that when I dial the phone, it's kind of like I'm pushing a master combination lock, trying to unlock the master code to the safe. Because every 7-digit phone number truly has the potential to unlock an unlimited income stream. So if you really think about it like that, you truly are dialing for dollars. And every time you push those numbers on your phone, you're giving that person an opportunity to change their life. And in return, there's an opportunity for you to change yours. So let's stay consistent and persistent. There will be a couple of days a week, there will be live training on dials, like live dials. People in your organization that have been doing this for a while, that have a great, you know, they have really good results. They're really good on the phones. They have a ratio. They've been doing it for a while. You'll have an opportunity to listen in to those live dials so that you can hear the script. Okay, that's why we don't need to train you on it in these videos, because you're gonna get the email of the script. You're gonna practice it. You're gonna get the email on what to send. You're gonna have it. You're gonna be able to listen to the live dial trainings. And if for whatever reason you can't listen to it live, they'll be recorded so you can listen to real life calls in real time with real people with real results. So I hope that's exciting for you. That's really all I wanted to convey to you in this first video, because it was really just a training video as an introduction to these series of prospecting calls that we're going to do. In the next video that I'll send you, video 2, it'll be more about, okay, so I made the phone call and this situation happened and this situation happened. Like, what do I do in those situations? And I'm going to give you some practical advice on a good and reasonable process to follow, especially when it comes to following up. Okay? So, again, I hope that this makes sense and that you got some value out of this, but ultimately, all we're doing is initially making a phone call to see if these people are even interested in learning about what we have to offer. And it doesn't get any easier than you just clicking on contacts in your Prospect by Legal Shield, and their resume will be right there. You can look at all their background, but I'm going to say don't even get too hung up on that stuff. Just follow the script that we're going to give to you and let the cards fall where they fall. You're going to have an awesome, awesome experience. So with that, I will see you in the next training call. And remember, the best is yet to come. Take care.